Good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning, Apple Jacks. Does that mean you don't like the market? Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I am flat. I have not started trading yet. I really honestly was kind of late to the charts this morning. I'm tired. I had a very eventful weekend. And yeah. Plus, I told you guys I kind of was probably going to be starting at 9 o'clock for a little minute just to see how volatility and everything is, because the ATR usually increases until about 9 o'clock and then it slows down. But we'll see. So I haven't even taken any trades at all. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Timbo. How are you guys this morning? Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Y'all, this weekend was nuts. All right. So first of all, you guys can see my actual chart. I'm going to have to switch my layout, I think, just a little bit, just because a lot of times it's going to look like this where you can't see the volume on the charts because I'm moving things around. So I'm probably, I don't know how I'm going to switch this up a little bit, but for a while, it's probably just going to be a little off, and you're just going to have to be okay with it. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, this weekend was crazy. My best friend's son turned 2, so I hung out with her and her family on Saturday. Wait, or was that Sunday? Yes, it was Saturday. And then yesterday, so actually Saturday was a couple of my cousins' birthdays plus my best friend's son. So one of my cousins who turned, if I'm going to be 35, she should have just turned 37. Her birthday was Saturday as well. So Sunday we had like a little gathering. I think it was probably about 11 of us. We went to like a luxury perfume bar place where you make your own perfumes. So that was pretty cool. 63. And then after that, we went to the birthday party of like this guy who used to play softball with my donor. So he's known me since I was like 2 years old. He has his own restaurant. So he had a birthday party at his restaurant, and then they were serving food, but the only meat options were chicken and pork. And neither me nor my sister eat chicken or pork. So we decided to go to a hot pot place, Korean barbecue, all you can eat. It was amazing. Y'all, we ate so much food that I came home, I took a shower, and I took a 2-hour nap. And I napped until about 10:45, and I was up till 5:45 because of that 2-hour nap, because my body's stupid. We had so much food, y'all. Listen, it was crazy. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? I'm just gonna kind of trend divergence zigzag. Applejacks, you can go to hell. Slept 3 hours last night. I'm taking a nap after stream. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Truth for straight. Janelle, you liked it? Oh, that makes me happy. Yes. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? That makes me happy. So what like adjustments did it tell you? Yeah, so it was all you can eat. It was 30.99 if you per person, if you did the hot pot or the Korean barbecue. If you did both, which it was based on your table, and my sister wanted to do the hot pot too, because it was both of our first time at a place like that, period. So we were like, we might as well experience it all. So it was an extra $5 per person. So we ended up paying $72 after tax for everything. And when I tell y'all, I'm about to read off to y'all how much food we had. I'm pretty sure those people kept coming by like, where the fuck did all that food go? And these two little ass people, y'all, we had some, and it was crazy because when the first order came, I was like, how are we gonna eat all this? Let me show y'all just how tired we were after we were eating. So this was towards the end. Y'all look at my sister's face. She looks so tired. And she was telling people, she just kept ordering more. I'm like, you little heifer. You kept asking for more food, and I'm like, okay, you're done here. So you're not gonna order more food. You're not gonna order more food. I'm like, bro. So it was pretty cool because they had like an iPad at each table, and that's how you order it. So you didn't have to wait for your waitress or anything. So I love that part because every time we were ready for another order of more food, I just put the little order in. They came by with the little tray, gave us our food, and that was that. So it was so good. You've never heard of it? Listen, on one hand, it's like, so I paid all this money to cook my own motherfucking food. That's crazy. But on the other hand, it's like, I got to cook my own food. So I got to cook it, you know, with the temperature and tenderness that I wanted. So I'm about to read y'all because we got a one bar pullback here. So there's a lot. So mind you, I'm going to tell you how many orders of each thing we had. And just understand that each order had about, I would say 5 to 7 slices of meat. And it's like Philly cheesesteak, like thin style cut. Okay, so keep that in mind. So she had the Thai soup with ramen noodles. I had mushroom soup with sweet potato noodles, bean sprouts, and oyster mushrooms. So we had one order of sliced lamb, prime brisket, and beef tongue. We had 2 orders of beef belly, ribeye, 3 quail eggs, 2 lobster balls. We had 18 mussels, but my sister ate 16 of them. They were green mussels and they were huge. They were so good. We had 2 baby octopus. She had a jumbo shrimp, a hanger steak, 5 orders of short rib, and 3 orders of beef bulgogi. But again, each order was like a lot. Now, the only thing that wasn't was the short rib, but the short rib was so good. I could go back just for the short rib and the beef bulgogi, but the short rib was not small. This is about like it took up the whole grill. It was so good. So good, y'all. Like I don't understand why it was so good. We got our money's worth, okay, honey? We did. When we walked out, my sister looked like she was walking like a pregnant woman, but my sister is small. She's like 5'5", maybe 140 pounds. But she was walking with her hand on her back and she's like, Sissy, can you drive? I'm like, girl, no. She's sitting back in the seat while she's driving. I'm like, bro, you need to sit up a little bit so I can make sure that you're awake. But yeah, when we got home, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am so sleepy. Like, all of that food was just too much. It was too much, but it was such a great experience. I'm not gonna lie. Had to go back to viewing the open, close candles after. Took profits. Ooh, nice, Chanel. I can't wait to see how it works for you long term. I'm telling you, ChatGPT can give you some answers to things. I wish I would have asked ChatGPT a long ass time ago. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, we had a lot. We had a lot. It was so good. But you're disgusting. Tongue, belly, balls. I don't know. Muscles. You're just a little nasty, okay? And I'm too tired for this. Only on the weekends, period. Period. All right, let's see. That's gonna go up too much. I feel like I need to go back down. I don't think a 40 tick chart is gonna work right now. I did have a setup like right before I had to fix my charts though. Shoot. I had to fix my charts and that's why I couldn't get into the trade. It was this buy right here. Perfect buy. But basically I realized that my chart trader was wrong, so I knew that the indicator for the chart trader was wrong as well. My chart trader said like 38 ticks instead of 42. So I'm like, shit, I bet you the indicator for it is also wrong in like how, because you guys know if I'm trying to get into a trade and we go so many ticks in profit, basically where my stop loss will move to break even, it cancels the order if I'm not already in the trade. And so I had to fix that because I didn't want to get into a trade and it cancels my order 37 ticks in profit instead of 41. It makes a huge difference. So, right, it just was unfortunate because the trade was setting up right at the same time. So that kind of sucked. But so I missed that one, but I didn't get on the charts until like probably 8:50. It was like right before that trade. So it's probably a lot of trades that happened before then, but the market seemed like it's slowing down a little bit. Like 40 ticks is going to be too much. So I don't know. We might reduce to a 36 tomorrow, possibly. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. I just want to be able to take at least one or two trades before I get off, though. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. You missed Janelle being nasty. Who is AJ? I don't know them. After she calls you KB is crazy. Ay, ay, ay. So I'm probably honestly gonna try not to take a nap today just so I can get my sleep schedule back on track. Plus, my whole goal this weekend actually was to attempt to go through all of last week's data, and write down all the trades for all of the different setups to figure out, which volume and order flow combinations I don't like in the new way that I'm analyzing the swings, like the highest volume bar of the swings versus the reversal bars. But I just told y'all I had way too much going on this weekend. I had literally no free time. So I was starting to go through Monday and I think I started at probably like I started around midnight, maybe like 12:30, and at 2 o'clock in the morning I stopped myself and I was still just doing the regular pullbacks. Because last Monday was when we had the gap down Sunday night of 5%, like 1,000 points or something. So it was extremely volatile on Monday. So there's going to be a lot of different trade examples, but I like that because it's going to be, by the time I get through probably just Monday, I probably won't even need to finish the rest of the week. I'll have more than enough examples, but I'm probably going to spend today. If I take a nap, I want to at least get through a certain amount beforehand, because I kind of need that data to make some decisions. So we'll see. We will see. We're inside of where we changed to a downtrend, so I'm not really wanting to trade here. I still think my thought process of trading only pullbacks inside is the smartest thing to do. Counter trend only though. But we'll see. All right, let's see. We might break down on the downside. Try to continue the downtrend. Now I'm always innocent with the angel emojis. All right, 225, 255. See, this is going to be the hardest thing, trying to make sure. So the reason why I did this where you guys can see my charts is you guys were always seeing a secondary chart that was on my laptop screen, but NinjaTrader can be, and I have a powerful computer, so I don't feel it like that My only issue is sometimes it takes a while for my charts to load in the morning when I first open my charts. Or like if I make a change on my charts or something, it takes a minute because it's trying to do it on so many charts at once. Um, so when I had it on my laptop screen, I was able to do a different capture in OBS than I can do when I'm on my own screen. So until I kind of get that fixed, just bear with me a little bit. And I also wanted you guys to be able to 30. I want you guys to be able to see like the chart color of the background change when I'm trying to get into a trade and things like that as well. So 30. Oh, that's so late. Well, I would have gotten filled if I was on time. 411. That was like barely what I wanted, but the delta was too high. It was positive delta until like right when the bar closed. But I definitely would have gotten filled if I was on time. And this entry bar had one volume less, or yeah, one volume less than the previous reversal bar, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to be less, but it was just one. So it's kind of creeping a little bit, but that would have been a nice sell. All right, let me mark this so I know. Uh-oh, I can't spell. Bill. Have any updates on? I do not, Paul. Oh, thank you, Janelle. I like that too. So I did also increase the font so it makes it a lot easier for you guys to be able to see as well. So hopefully once I completely fix it, you guys will really, really like that part. But I like you guys being able to see when I'm trying to get into trades and, you know, things like that too. I also was trying to get it to where you guys can see my actual chart trader, but something happened when I did that. I think the width of it was too wide. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. It was something though. It was something. But yeah, I'm not sure, Paul. To be honest with you, I think the biggest problem, 677, I think the owner kind of screwed themselves when they went on Patrick's stream. They were already starting to get a little behind on support. Like ever since they removed the daily loss limit, they increased in popularity, which was great. But I don't think they had the support staff to really support that change. And once they went on Patrick's stream, it just got way too extreme after that. 7. Um, yeah, it just became a little too much. And the biggest problem is, I think around that time is when they just kind of started to automate the process of turning evals into PAs, because that used to be a completely manual process. So, yeah, I mean, it takes time, unfortunately, to interview people, to hire people, to train people. So I don't know. I don't know. I just hope that them removing the daily loss limit and things like that is not like screwing them from a financial aspect, because he did say that, when they removed the daily loss limit, they had already went through all the scenarios, to make sure that it wasn't something that they would have to take back eventually. So hopefully that is the case. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Wasn't enough volume in the swing down. And right now I'm trying to only trade pullbacks. I don't really want to trade divergence even in the direction of the trend. Maybe after today, if I can get through most of last week's data, I can start doing that tomorrow. But my goal is to pass this TPT account this week. And considering I'm going for $200 trades, hopefully I can, even with one contract. Because I do notice that I get a lot more opportunities trading it this way. It's just a matter of me executing it and also getting on the charts at the right damn time. I've been basically cutting out 30 minutes of my hour and 15-minute session since last week, so that doesn't help. Is Apex waiting too long to hire? Yeah, they definitely did. And the thing is, so Paul, I did hear through the grapevine that if you want a live chat, you should open up an incognito window. I don't know why this works, but open up an incognito window and only try to chat live during business hours. And you should be able to get someone. That's what I heard. But yeah, there are people that have been saying they've been waiting like 2 weeks for an answer for things. I saw a guy last night say that he had a pro account with like a balance of 59,000 and some change. He requested 600. No, yeah, I think he requested 600. It got approved, but then it said admin withdrawal. So I think they took it back and his accounts are gone. He can't see them inside. I think he was using TradeAway. He said he can't see them inside of his back office for TPT or in his platform anymore. And I think he said that he was about to withdraw like 20, I think it was 2000. No. I think he was about to withdraw 7,100. Yeah. And now all of his accounts are gone. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know. I have no idea. But hopefully they get that figured out. 11. Damn it, market. What are you doing? I can't really take this sell because we would be too close to this overnight low where I would need to break even. But yeah, honestly, it's just too difficult to prepare for hyper growth in any business. And even more so when there are certain processes that you have that are not automated. And I understand why they didn't start off automated in regards to like eval to pro account conversions. Because with them, TPT had well, they still have a 5-day eval. And like before, it used to be where like they didn't want you flipping, like you couldn't hit the target in 2 days and then flip for 3. They would actually manually go through your account. And if they see that you did certain things like that, they actually wouldn't approve for your pro account. And I understood why, because they're offering daily payouts and things like that. So it kind of made sense because they want to make sure that they're paying people that are not just getting lucky and just gambling. Because again, like I've said before, with any prop firm, if they truly want to take people live, there are certain behaviors that they don't want to accept. I mean, it makes sense to me. So I think that hitting hypergrowth right as you are transitioning to automating the process is never a great thing, because the more stress you put on those processes, before they're actually ready, before you've thoroughly tested them and things, the worse off you are. And I think that that is what they are dealing with right now. But I don't know. I had to plug my headphones in. But yeah, I'm not sure. See you, Apple Jacks. Have a good day. Oh, still nothing? Dang. Now she put a signature on this motherfucker. She did. It does cause hesitation, Janelle, for sure. And I just hope like it doesn't screw them up. And I hope that it really is just like they are super overwhelmed kind of thing. I hope it's not a financial issue. But I understand, you know, participating in Patrick's stream, it helps your business and things like that because he is the number one day trading streamer on YouTube, period. I think he's been having like 6,000 people watching him at one time. And at this point, so you're exposing yourself to possibly a new audience and things like that. But the thing is, I believe that when he went on Patrick's stream, the customer support wasn't that bad. There were people that were like in the comment section saying like you need to get better support, but it wasn't a lot of comments like, "Hey, I've been waiting a week, I've been waiting 2 weeks." It wasn't that. I feel like the problem started once that happened, and it's just been kind of downhill from there. Yep, they sure would, Amelia. I got for years and found out about prop and thought, no way, this is for real, paying $100. Exactly. I thought it was a scam. I told my friend, I'm not doing that. That sounds crazy. The DM later, just wanted to know big. Okay, Amelia, I got you. I haven't even been on Discord since probably Thursday night. So, but I will be on there today because I'm gonna be trying to get this data in from last week. I forgot which described the payout request from Wednesday. We're just getting approved on Sunday. And see, that's the other problem. Like, I think in their FAQ, it says that they pretty much try to process the payouts within 24 hours. So once you start going beyond 24 hours, you kind of ask for it yourself for people to complain because you said 24 hours. So why is it more than that? So that's an issue. And then, you know, when you tout yourself as having these daily payouts, but the reality is it's not really daily payouts because you're not processing them daily when people are having to wait that long. So it's just not a good look. It's just not. All right, I am going to be looking for a buy here. Maybe. Yes. 88. Except not if the point of control doesn't change. I don't take trades where it's a trap just yet. I don't trust those. I want the point of control to be whatever direction I'm going. And right now the sellers are in control. Yeah, see, I would have gotten wicked out right there. And it's funny because the point of control is literally right on that overnight high level. But yeah, I might have to reduce my Renko size though going into tomorrow. I'm still gonna gather all my data from a 40 tick chart when I go through last week's trades. Just because, like I told you guys, it honestly it seems like I should be able to use the strategy no matter what the Renko setting is, so it shouldn't really matter. But considering, let's see, that one trade that I just didn't get filled on because I was a little late, that happened at 9:17, and the last pullback that was a valid pullback was right before I got on stream, I think. I'm almost certain. So, yeah, I might have to reduce the Rinko size. Which, at the same time, though, this is what I was thinking. I don't really care about the quantity. I care about the quality, right? So if I stay on a 40 tick or even like a 24, anything above 20, if I stay on that high of a tick size, a brick size, and I'm still getting like 5 to 7 quality trades in an hour and some change, I don't have a problem with that because let's say I'm positive 5 trades a day, taking into account losses and stuff. Let's say I'm positive 4 or 5 trades a day. That's 800 to, let me see. No, yeah, let's say 5 to 7. 5 to 7 would be $1,000 to $1,400 a session per account. Who's going to complain about that? Not me. Not me at all. So I might stick with a 40. We'll see. I'm not sure. Exactly. You can't say daily payouts if you're not processing them daily. But then you have some people who, like last week, I think it was last week or the week before, you have people that are like, well, in 6 trading days, I actually did withdraw 5 times. So I don't know. Just don't know. But what I'm probably going to do, once I pass the CPT account, I'm probably going to trade this with the 25K Apex account that only has like 600 drawdown left in it. And probably, I think I'll just stick with just those two, try to get one of them to a payout, and then I'll start adding the other ones. More than likely, that's how I'll do it. All right, let's see if I can get into a buy here. We do have a detachment here, which sometimes can be a problem. Let's see, there's 119 delta in that bar. Oh, what the hell happened to my... I hate when that happens. All right, I didn't even realize that happened. All right, so 119. That part doesn't matter. We gotta wait until this bar comes down and then go from there. $42. Point of control changed. And it's a trap again. I don't want the traps, damn it. I don't want traps. There will be the loss. So at least I'm keeping myself out of losses. I think I'm gonna, well, yeah. I'm gonna go for the buy here. No, I'm not. Just change to a trap again. What the hell is wrong with you, market? Maybe after I go through all of the data from last week, I can start to trade when the point of control is a trap. But for now, I can't. Buyers got to be in control if I'm going for a buy and vice versa. There's the wind too. I'm pretty sure there is a way for me to trade it. It's just right now I don't have the data for it. But hopefully after I go through last week's data, I'll have enough. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? I'm not finna do a no 100-point chop. Fuck this shit. All in one 5-minute candle. I'm weak. True just said, this is not for me. Finding difference because people double and triple and they price to rent a boat for a blackout weekend. Really? That must mean that there's a lot of demand for it. Using time-based liquidity. Damn, I only got 9 minutes left. Yeah, I'm not taking a nap today. I'm gonna try to stay up so I can go to bed at a decent time so I can be on the charts at a decent time and I can actually trade. It's a lot of volume in this candle. No reversal because the zigzag's already negative. $3,000 to $5,500 for 4 and 6 hour rentals. That is insane. Well, you said it's Black Yacht Weekend though, so you know how it is. It's a lot of demand for it, so they're gonna increase the prices just because they can. And it's no way that like okay, when is Black Yacht Weekend? And did they increase the prices like right when it was announced that it was that weekend to where people couldn't like try to rent it, try to like secure the prices and stuff early? This market is really gonna piss me off. Don't be surprised if tomorrow though you guys see me on like a 32 tick chart, possibly. Depends. But I do have to remember that the two pullbacks that I saw since I've been on the charts, even though they happened about 20 minutes apart, there are other setups that could have been happening in between that I'm just not ready to trade yet. So I have to like remind myself of that. All right, but we might end up getting this pull. Do I want to trade a rotation of this upper VWAP is the question. Probably not. This was gonna happen. Do I want to chance it? I probably am. Really actually hoping we push up a little bit and we bounce off of the VWAP versus like this bar touching it and the entry bar touching it. But we'll see. Oh, okay. Or we're just gonna do that. No worries. Mm-mm. All right, let's try again. I want to see us create a new high with more than 1.3K volume. Different cities, so demand is high. Yeah, we can have to. Oh, it's always around the same time, and there's no way for people to try to rent ahead of time or secure the rental ahead of time. You took out the London high and ran to the London low. That's in queue for you. All right, I got 3 minutes. Normally, I wouldn't want to take a trade and possibly lose my only trade that I take, but I'm going to take the trade if it shows up. But that's a big if. $50 is crazy. Don't be a 1 bar pullback though. You're not gonna do this. It's gonna do this. Okay, it's not gonna do this. Great. Let's see, 66. It did this. All right, you guys. I'm done. I was gonna look for the buy, but zigzag change, so that's that. Some people are running about it. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of messed up. But that's what people do. Damn. Welcome to capitalism. That's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm done. There's nothing the market's going to do in the next minute that's going to make me want to trade it. So, yeah, tomorrow I'm probably going to try to start streaming right before market open, as long as I don't have a super late night. And we're gonna, hopefully I can get through all of last week's data. It's probably gonna take me some hours though, just because, like I said, with how high the volatility was on Monday, there are a lot of examples just from like on the 40 tick chart. So it's literally insane. I think when I was, actually I could tell you. So when I was looking last night, again, I only got through the regular pullbacks going in the direction of the trend, and I stopped at 56 examples, and it was only 9:27. So I still have like 15 more minutes of data to pull out just from the regular pullbacks. Then I have to go through the other two types of pullbacks in the direction of the trend. Got to do all three counter trend. So it's a lot of data to get through. But I'm gonna dedicate today to doing that because I just finished my taxes and everything. So I should have the ability to do it unless I run out of energy. And plus, I'm water fasting today from all that food that I ate yesterday, so I'm probably not gonna have much energy. So we'll see. We will see. Gotta post some. I ain't go last year. Oh, you had to work. Where is it at, Trenches? What, Miami or something? See you, Janelle. I want to know where this blackout weekend is. Maybe I'll want to go next year. No, I don't think so. It's too many people. I don't like stuff like that because it just be too many people. Oh, in Chicago. Oh, nice. Oh, you ain't even got to go nowhere. I thought it was like out of town somewhere where it was closer to like a huge body of water or something. That should be fun. All right, y'all. Time to go study. Put on my thinking cap. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's in an area in Lake Michigan called the Playpen. I might ask my friend if he going. Probably not. He's kind of antisocial like I am. Let me go study, you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in. I promise you guys tomorrow I'm going to be on time to the chart so that I can actually get some trades in. But I kind of have a general basis of what I'm looking for. I don't really have to look down at my cheat sheet very much because it's so simple. Like it only takes up like maybe a fourth of my freaking piece of paper instead of the whole thing like it used to. So hopefully it can stay like that. But I think that like the divergence in the direction of the trend is going to have slightly different rules, but nothing too crazy, but we'll see. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at, I don't know what time. Just stay tuned to see you tomorrow. See you, Amelia. Bye, guys.